All right, this is your intro to the hot drink section. The primary feature of our hot drink section is our chocolate shred. If customers ever want to buy it, this is what it looks like on the floor. I always keep a box at home for baking or for making hot chocolates. It's amazing. It's just the chocolate that we make. It's fair trade. It's exactly what's in our bars, so you can provide samples of that, and this is just shredded. So if you ever want to give a customer a sample, we keep them right here. These are free, but we also sell them on this display right over here too if they want to get like a bag of little mini bars or a bar. Okay, so here's your shred. And then here's the cups. We have different size cups, and your recipe is going to tell you which cup to use. Now the recipe has it by weight, but we have a sticky note next to the recipe so that you know which cup you're using. So I can pull this out. So you can see right here, it's 2.75 ounces in our 16-ounce hot chocolate, but we just said weighed it out ahead of time, and it's half a cup to make it simple for you. We also have the whole milk, which is 8 fluid ounces, and we have these measuring guides are a little easier to use than the metal ones for that, but you can use this guy here. Is great for measuring. Also, not as great for mixing because because we're doing a 16 ounce, it doesn't leave you a lot of space if you use a 12-ounce cup. All right, so this can make 3. Don't recommend it, but in a pinch, if you're making 3 hot chocolates, they do fit in here. I would not do more than 1 in this guy. And then this is great for pulling shots of espresso. All right, so you have your recipe book right here, which you can flip through. Primarily, you're gonna get hot chocolates in the fall, and then also lattes and cappuccino. We also have a little cheat sheet for you right here, and it kind of explains what goes in the different drinks. It has all of the chart here, but you kind of have to read through it in a pinch. This is not going to be a great resource for you, so read it ahead of time or read your recipes ahead of time so that you're comfortable. Okay, these spoons right here are just the same as the milkshake spoons. This is what you're going to use to mix with. Whenever you're mixing a hot chocolate or a mocha, you're going to want to mix vigorously the entire time that it's steaming and heating up, because otherwise you're going to just end up with a pile of melted chocolate in the bottom of the cup, and that will be very sad. Here's your Sani bucket with your cloths, and this is really important because the first thing you're going to want to do is wrap this around your wand, and then this is the button we use for a mocha or hot chocolate. This one used for a cappuccino or a latte because it creates foam. So you hit this, and what this is doing right now is it's pushing the water out of the steam wand so that we're not just pumping water into their drink. It's just steam, which is what we want. So doing that pushes any water out, and then you're also giving it a quick little sanitize, don't burn yourself. And you're also going to want to do at the very end, you're going to want to do that again, because that will discharge any milk or hot chocolate residue out of the wand. And if you don't do that, it will break this tool. At night, you can pull this off, unwind it, and soak it in a cup of water so that it cleans itself. And you don't end up with just everyone's hot chocolate residue in everyone else's drink. This guy's also great. You're going to want to use this automatic setting, and then you can just hit start. So to demo that, we're going to lift this up. Okay. You just hit start, and it's going to start heating whatever liquid's in here, and this is your thermometer. And this is just a steam wand, so it's a wonderful tool when you have a lot of hot chocolate orders. So it'll automatically shut off when it hits the appropriate temperature. This also has a built-in thermometer, so it will also automatically shut off for you. All right, so we're gonna do 8 ounces for our hot chocolate. Okay, we're gonna hit start. And this one's nice because it tells you what temperature it's aiming for. And there are two ways you can hand this off, okay? So you can pop the lid on there, but you're gonna wanna press down firmly on all sides, make sure it's completely sealed, then put it on the scale and tell the customer they have to check the lid, and that technically you're not allowed to put the lid on for them because you don't want them to get burned and have it be your fault. Or you can take one of these right here, you can put it through the lid, okay, and then tuck it like that, and then that allows them to fully appreciate the aesthetic experience of their drink. All right, so then the final thing that we're gonna look at is we're gonna find espresso pods, and I'm gonna show you how to pull a shot of espresso. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure there's not an old pod in here. This should live up here, ideally, so that it's hot. Now, if it's cold, because it's sitting down here, just hit this button to run some hot water through it, and that will heat it up. Your next step, you pull your pod of espresso out of the wrapper, twist this. You can see how there's these two little divots here. They have to line up here, and then it twists in. Okay, so you place this in here, press it down in the center firmly. You don't want the hot water running around on either side of this espresso shot. Okay. So then you're going to line up your things, twist it, then you're going to grab this guy, put it under here, and then this is the only button you ever use to pull espresso shots. All right, and there's your shot of espresso. If you're making an espresso drink, you're going to want to get this into milk or to the Americano hot water as soon as possible because that shot is going to drop. So within like 15 seconds, the flavor of the espresso is going to be diminished if it hasn't been added to milk. So if you're making a mocha, prepare your milk and hot chocolate first, then pull your shots of espresso and add them. If you're making an Americano and you don't have your cup ready, just add a little hot water, then pull your cup and add that. If someone's getting an Americano, generally I do 3 shots. Don't pour the hot water directly from the machine into the cup because it'll melt the cup. Or won't melt it, but it's just not as good. And then you're gonna fill up, make sure you ask them if they want room. Push this a couple times. And then if they want cream, we only carry milk, which I already put away. And then we have some Splenda here. And then there should be a little ice cream cup full of sugar that you can allow them with a ice cream spoon to spoon into their coffee for themselves. And then give them a stirrer. These are insulated cups, so technically they don't need a sleeve, but if they ask for it, you have the ability to provide that with this right here.